Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
I am really curious to hear what Shane McMahon has to say here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shane McMahon.
Well, leave it up to the McMahon to provide some twists and turns on the road to WrestleMania. Want to take you back to this past Sunday at Fastlane. Shane McMahon and The Miz were competing for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. In the waning moments, Miz's dad at ringside had egged Miz to go to the top rope, went for a frog splash where Miz is not comfortable.
Miz stepping outside of his comfort zone, and unfortunately, it would cost The Miz, as The Miz would suffer the loss for his team. The Usos would retain the tag team titles. A feeling of shock, a feeling of disbelief, and it only got worse.
Yeah, this was after the matchup. Boom! From behind, Shane McMahon attacking The Miz in front of his father, George, who was seated at ringside. Shane would then turn his attention and push George down in his seat there in Cleveland.
The audacity of Shane McMahon making The Miz suffer. Was it frustration? Was it anger? I don't understand why.
We understand The Miz is at home recovering from this brutal attack and consoling his father.
Shane McMahon summoning a ring announcer from the ropes.
I still love you, Shane. Ladies and gentlemen, the best in the world, Shane McMahon.
You understand me? I want you to say it like you mean it. You understand? Do it again.
Ladies and gentlemen, the best in the world, Shane McMahon.
Much better. Understand me? Listen. Say it with conviction.
Ladies and gentlemen, the best in the world, Shane McMahon.
All right, a lot of people are asking me, why on earth would I ever beat down my so-called co-bestie? Well, quite frankly, I'm sick of it. I am tired of all of the people that have ever been in my life. I'm not just talking about all of you, okay? I'm not just talking about all the superstars in the back. You know, I'm not just talking about the thousands of WWE employees. It's all. And that's why it felt so good when it started Sunday, when again I was beating the holy hell out of The Miz. And the sweet part is, the last thing that The Miz saw when I was choking him out in front of his father with his baked potato face, I reached down there, and The Miz, the final grasp, saw his son go out, and oh my God, it was liberating. It felt so good. And that set off a spark in me that is never, ever going to go away. So everybody, get used to it. So Miz, listen up. This is not a request, because at the end of the day, you work for me. I had such an amazing time beating your ass that I'm going to continue that very notion on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. So Miz, get ready for another best in the world beating, and it's gonna feel to me awesome.
To what Shane McMahon just said. I mean, you put yourself in Shane's shoes, the frustration has got to be overwhelming. It's a thankless position. You don't have to agree with what Shane did, but maybe you understand it now.
Well, Shane McMahon, not the only McMahon in question here tonight. After toying with Kofi Kingston this past Sunday at Fastlane, we've learned Mr. McMahon has a WrestleMania opportunity he will present to Kofi later tonight.
And speaking of WrestleMania, listen, it didn't happen the way we expected, but the man is indeed WrestleMania bound. Becky Lynch will join the triple threat match with Charlotte Flair and Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's Championship. And the man will join us tonight.
The road to WrestleMania is about to take a detour down the left-hand path. Welcome to the dark side.
From out of the abyss and into our universe, he is the Dutch Destroyer.
The following contest is an 8-man tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Amsterdam, Netherlands, weighing in at 215 pounds, Aleister Black.
Along with his tag team partner, Ricochet, these two NXT stars have run roughshod through Raw and SmackDown Live this past month.
The momentum continued last night, picking up another victory over Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. Aleister Black and Ricochet showing no signs of slowing their ascent to the top.
Tonight, Aleister Black and Ricochet team up with the legendary Hardy Boys in an 8-man tag team matchup. They face the Bar, plus Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. 8-man tag team action next.
We're more than just medium one-topping pizzas for $5 each.
Mania is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies. We are back here on SmackDown Live, ready for 8-man tag team action. Ricochet and Aleister Black from NXT teaming up with the legendary Hardy Boys. Opposite side, it's Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura teaming up with the Bar.
You just take a step back and look at all the talent in that ring. It's really indicative of how healthy the tag team division is, especially here on SmackDown Live.
On one side of the ring, you've got an unlikely union of old school and new school, and on the other side, you've got 4 international powerhouses.
To be Shinsuke Nakamura.
This is going to be interesting.
The tie-up with Aleister Black. We've said it before, tag team action between Nakamura, Rusev, and these two NXT stars. This is a dream sequence here in itself. Watch out. Black and Nakamura.
Aleister Black, lightning quick. Same could be said for Nakamura. And here comes Ricochet, the one and only otherworldly athleticism.
Whoa. And now Aleister Black coming in to back up his partner.
Oh, look out.
Ricochet, the standing moonsault, hook to the leg, and a kick out by Nakamura.
I got to talk to Ricochet earlier today. He talked about how excited he was to be part of a team alongside the Hardy Boys. Hardy's influenced an entire generation of superstars, really bringing the Daredevil style to the forefront, which Ricochet adopted and has taken to a whole other level.
And in comes Matt Hardy, the one who brings Mattitude, I guess, since we're going back in time. Can you guys believe, in their matchup a couple of weeks ago, it had been 10 years since the Hardy Boys had competed as a duo on SmackDown Live. Boom!
The Hardys understand a lot. Watch out.
Matt Hardy, elbow right to the back of the neck. And let's not forget about the matchup that took place last week, guys. It was the Bar, Rusev, and Nakamura trying to take out Ricochet and Black, and the Hardy Boys came in to help out the NXT upstarts.
Cover here by Jeff Hardy.
Put away Sheamus and a kick out.
In a lot of ways, you can draw comparisons between the Hardys and Ricochet and Aleister Black. You know, when the Hardys first came to WWE, they're doing a lot of things. Man,
great distraction by Cesaro, tag legal man.
They're doing a lot of things we hadn't seen before. Now we're kind of seeing that same kind of feel from Aleister Black and Ricochet.
Well, Brian, let's be honest. Shot there at the Hardy Boys by Cesaro. Lackadaisical cover at first, now hooks the leg, kick out. Let's be honest, this team of Rusev, Nakamura, and the Bar, they seem a little bit threatened by what Aleister Black and Ricochet have been doing lately.
Well, look, we're seeing that among many teams, not just here on SmackDown Live, but we've seen it from the Revival on Raw. And look, they should be a little upset. They both suffered losses too, Ricochet and Aleister Black. If you're an established tag team here in WWE, you've got to up your game.
Listen, we talked about it last night on Raw. All Aleister Black and Ricochet have done is maximize their opportunities that have been put in front of them. They have not squandered a single opportunity since arriving here in WWE. That's going to ruffle a lot of feathers in the locker room, in the tag team division on both Monday and Tuesday nights. But the fact remains, you can't argue with the results that Aleister and Ricochet have produced.
We'll talk about a superstar that's frustrated right now. According to ESPN, Rusev has not won a match on